folks, this is your Dave Coaster Dude, and I'm back with a story time. The story time, as you're going to see in the description below, as you're going to see. And man, this is painful, alright? This topic here is what we called how I felt in the cactus and I got the cactus thorns on my knees. Story time. But before we get into that story time, alright, but first of all, I do like to apologize that it's been a while that I make YouTube videos. 2 weeks ago that I was at Cedar Point trip, at that time. And I've been since last Wednesday. Alright, and also, anyway, I was a bit busy with work, going to church and everything as well. So, if you're new to this channel, just pause the video, just take a minute to please leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, smash that notification bell because it's going to be some juicy story times coming. And also, you can follow me on Dave Woody on Facebook and Twitter, then dwoody4785 on Instagram as well. And also, I'd like to give a shout out to Matt Reno, Chuck from Angie and Chuck Show, Restic Adventures, Mr. Shields to you, Dave, what's that, Coaster Guy 1-on-1, Millennium Force, and Dan Gen 6887, and Wrestler 562. Alright, let's get on with the story time. But before we get into the story time, go in the kitchen, get your favorite snacks. Or it could be whatever you like to eat. Alright, because this is going to be a good story time. Okay, this happened maybe when I was in the 4th grade. This happened maybe 26 years ago. Or 27 years ago, I think. When I was in the 4th grade. We decided that we went down to my grandmama's house. My mother's mom. Yeah. It was in 1994. Somewhere around there, yeah. With my cousin and my, adopted granddad, Earl, which it was. And my cousins. This girl named Natavia. She was a baby at that time. And was my cousin. You remember that story time in the past that we got into a fight, when we was in teenagers. But this one here is, sorry for inconvenience. But, we was out there we playing around, running outside, for fun. And then, like how we, play with my cousins down south, right? Around that side, down in the alley and then on back. Because grandma's house is right there, and this is like the alley. We're going to call it the Boards Alley. Which it was. Boards Alley and Elm Street. In the old house. Well, this is not, because grandma moved already from Franklin Street. We were playing with my cousins, right? Tag, you're it, Duck Duck Goose and stuff. Tussling, wrestling, fighting, and canon, and that's how it is. You know how boys are, right? Yeah. And his other cousin, we gonna call him Kane, which it was. He was in the same grade as me. 4th grade, same age. At that time. Man, playing around and stuff, yada yada. And all, right? And then it happened the next day, somewhere at night. I don't know what my mama was or my father was. I think they were in the house, grandma's house while we were out there playing at night. Because my grandmother has a garden, right? With rose bushes and thorns, with thorns in it. And we would chase on it. And the next thing, I probably will remember this, man. We're running, right? I have on tennis shoes on. The next thing I know, I fell down onto the thorn. And I got some thorns over my kneecaps. From the cactus, and that was very painful. Oh my God! I didn't scream, I didn't holler, but that spray stuff, that that mosquito spray stuff, that stuff stings. Man, oh my God! Yeah, I remember I told my mama I fell in a cactus. So what my mama had to do is she had to pick every last of them out of my knee. Man, every single one of those thorns. Oh my goodness gracious. Ouch. Yeah, them thorns. And even stings like when you take a shower or get under cover when you go to bed. Yeah, that stuff hurts. And stuff, we were running and stuff. I think we got, and next thing I know, I fell in a cactus. And like, oh my God. Man, oh man. Man. And it was painful, yeah. Everything got took out of caskets by the time we get back to Cleveland as well. Man. And then now I'm careful for not felling the cactus anymore at that time. Like, man, oh man. Alright, so that wraps up for this story time right here. Alright, the next story time is we're going to do about, this is when we was over at my grandmama's house. This is when I was in the 7th grade. We was over at my grandmama's house, right? It was me, Curly, Roderick, Kane, and Robert. 5 of us, right? Like, we were like, playing around and stuff, yada. One of my folks was out for the night. Well, my grandmama was babysit us. Right? So, anyway, we was like playing some kind of because we was playing Sega or Nintendo games, all of us. All of us. Until somebody got into a fight, right? Man, we got into a fight. Somebody got my cousin. I think my cousin got into a fight with this person, with this fight. And then next thing we know, we broke the grandma's drinking glass off the table. And it broke. And the glass shattered. Man, I had to go up to my grandma and say, hey, break the glass. And grandma said, let me go in there and see what we do. See what they doing. Man, yeah, we had to clean that glass up. I think I cleaned it up, the glass up myself when I was in the 7th grade. Yeah, going to the 7th grade, yeah. And also, I said, man, oh man, because I think they were roughhousing. Like roughhousing and stuff. And all, right? And rough, yeah. Fussing and carrying on. I told them they did it. They broke the glass. And then when my mama comes and my father comes, I told my mama about that too. And that mama said, both of y'all need to stop roughhousing. My mama is old school about that, right? Yep, she was old school about that one. Yeah, because I know better not to have roughhousing. Breaking, stuff that if you're not at home. I told them they did it. And I told my uncle, we're going to call him Uncle Frack, which it is, my mother's brother. Yeah. Pick up their son Roderick, which it was, Roderick was like 5th grade, and I was in the 7th grade, going to junior high. Right? So, anyway, yeah, we clean it up, like nothing happens, right? And also, man, because I thought all of us were going to get a whooping for what we did, but we didn't. And stuff, right? Well, I just clean up the glass, and yeah, I clean it up myself and just throw it away, like nothing happens, right? And no. All right, so that wraps it up for this one. Next story time is, this is a story time. This happens like when I was in the 9th grade. Freshman, we was up here, right? When my mama she had to have an operation, right? Because I was still at this Catholic school, VA St. Joe's. Because, this is what happens. This is when we was in the crib, like stuff I got in trouble for. It was my uncle, which is Uncle Buster. My mother's little brother, my grandmama, my little cousin, Tiny Man, and, it's just Davian, and cousin Curly. Remember that episode, me and him, we got into a fight up here, and stuff was broken around here in this place? Yeah. So, this one here, this is the time that when we was up here, I was a freshman because we're out of school, right? for the winter break because there wasn't no school. Because this is we was in a crib, which it still is. Living in a crib. Man, I was in there cooking some ramen noodles, right? For me and for my cuz. Man, me and him got into a fight and stuff. Man, what I do is I stir up the noodles, and when I'm cooking ramen noodles in a pot with water, I took the fork out and I placed it right here on the skin. And he said, "Quit it." Well, because he gets on my nerves. Yeah, my cousin Curly gets on my nerves, man. I want to beat him up. Almost thought about, want to do something bad, like push him off this porch here. This 2-story porch. At that time. So anyway, my mama, she got so upset about that. So, I tell him he lying. I even stabbed him with that fork. He lying. Yeah, you know how my cousins lie, get us in trouble and stuff. Man. Sorry for the inconvenience. So anyway, so we didn't talk about, and I told my father that, I put that hard fork on him. So, move and stuff. Yeah. So that's what he's getting. That's what he gets. Because I was 14 and he was like going to be 18. Yeah. At a time. Man, I was so glad that they were out of here after the holidays, man. Because, I don't know what I was going to do with him. I was going to beat him up and just take off running, run away. Like, I was want to run away from here because I don't want to be here, with these people, with my cousin here. I was thinking about, I said, where I'm going to go? If I'm going to run away, where I'm going to go? Where I'm going to be at? Yeah. Like that. Yeah, this one was a freshman in high school. Where I'm going to go? Where I'm going to be at? So, well, anyway, so they left, and I was happy that my cousin left. Going back to the station, and I was shouting for joy that he is out of here. So, this is going to be it for the story time. The time I fell in the cactus, and also, the time that we got roughhousing over when I was in the 7th grade, and then the time that I fighting in the 9th grade as well. All in 3 stories, all in one. So, if you like this story, just please leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, smash that notification bell, because it's going to be another juicy story time, all right? I'm going to try to be better at this at YouTube, all right? So, all right, I promise you, okay? So, until then, bye, y'all!